Okay, good.
Okay.
So, Steve, can you just want to summarize for Brent what we just talked about? We are putting just summarize again where you are in terms of development.
Okay. At this point, I've finished all the infrastructure for our new framework, and it means the folders and the basic needed package and basic JavaScript files are all set. So in that case, we will have basic REST APIs and the basic structure for our front end. So because I'm using a React router, it means we can serve different pages with different URL. Yeah. And next thing is to build the interactive front end part. It means we need to use React Motion, that package, to build a new page for all the interactions and user interactions and animations. So that's the next thing I will do. And for the schedule, the May 26th would be the first release date for our alpha version. It means we can start to test the new this new framework.
Okay.
And for the release date for our final product, it would be June 26th. Great. It means because that's the starting date for our summer conference, so we need we should let our the kids to can use this new Invention universe at that time.
Great. So
it means we have 1 month. We will have 1 month to test and debug this new framework. But before that, before May 26th, I need to work harder to make this happen, to release the test version.
Steve, could you just mention in 1 or 2 sentences the issue of loading using React?
Okay.
React Motion to minimize.
Yeah, the thing is that for my jQuery version, because we have a lot of highly interactive things on our website. It's not just a static web page, so it means we will consume a lot of sources from our PC or laptop. It means we will use a lot of CPU and memories. So in that case, I think the jQuery version would be okay for to use on PC, but it will have some issues on a tablet or mobile phone. So the
great.
Yeah, and to use React, I'm sure it will increase the performance of our project. Great. And yeah.
Great. Okay, Steve, may I make one comment about the animation when you get to it?
Sure.
One thing I noticed when you go to a star system, particularly the star system for DIY workshop leaders, where my planet is.
Yeah.
When you first open that, the planets all start in one horizontal line. It would be nice if the initial planet position were not in a line, so you see them all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They are all starting horizontal line. Okay. No. I think they are in a different position.
They're really? Okay.
Yeah. Let me.
Every time I open that star system to get to my planet.
Yeah, they are on the same horizontal line.
Yep, on the same horizontal line.
Okay, I will check it later because I'm pretty sure I want them to located in different positions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you could check that, that's one thing I meant to put on the spreadsheet.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can put it on the debug report.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will check it later.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
So anything in general looks like because of Mother's Day, everyone's has other commitments. Anything you want to summarize or files that people, that Jesus, Andrea, and Brent can look at that you're working on?
So you are just using, you are just recording the, voice, or also for the screen?
Everything, screen everything, yeah.
Okay, I will share my screen to, talk about a little bit about my. Okay. Okay, my laptop is very slow because I got a lot of program running behind. Okay, bear me. Okay, now before we, work on the actual, product, I made a demo for us to learn the basic things of feathers and React, this kind of full stack, project, yeah. And I will, upload, to this star demo to GitHub, and I will, share this repository to you. And it has two folders, one backend and one client. The backend folder contains all the, actually it is just a feather application. So we can, like what I said last week. So to build a feather application for the backend is pretty easy. Okay. So it's just a command line tool. So we can use feather generate app. So remember what we learned to build a React app. We use the command create React app to create React application for the front end. And also for the feathers, we can use this command line to build the, this application. Actually, when we create a new folder like backend, so it would be empty. But when we open this, we use this command, it will automatically generate all the basic, the infrastructure for you. It will contain all these folders and files. Because I've done that, so I will not repeat this. And the next thing, very important, is to use this feathers generate service. So what does this do? It is actually helping you to set up the database and to actually we can try this. Actually, the next process would be automatically. It will give you some options to choose. It's very easy to follow, and you can just choose the default one. And the good thing for feathers, it will allow you. Oh. Okay, maybe I'm running this behind it. Okay. I will just give you a basic instruction so you can try it later. So after this command, you will it will give you several different options, and you just need to choose them. The good thing for feathers, it can allow you to choose REST or socket, WebSocket protocol. That means we can build a real-time API later. Okay, so after that, we will see the database here, the data. So we can choose different database. for now, I just choose NEDB. It's a NoSQL, NoSQL database. But remember, the Feather JS can, adapt to, more than 20 different kind of database. So that means it will adapt almost any, database we want to use. And all the, so this source folder contains all the, actually we need to change something here to, build our own backend application. So for the default one, we can just use, it's already, I will end all the other things running on behind. Okay, after we finish this process to build a new Feather application, we can just use npm start, like what we've talked about this, like a month ago. So use this npm command, we can, just start a new service on backend. And remember, remember that the default Feather, application runs on the local host on 3000 port. So after we, oh sorry, the port is 3030. Okay. So it means our application is starting on this port. How to make sure our, like REST API is running now. So I've introduced this tool Postman, like, several weeks ago. So this tool is very useful for us to test all the APIs. Like for now, if we want to get, okay, this API, this URL actually is a service. So it comes from the command line Feather generate service. So I did this, like to start a service for Galaxy, and it will generate a database for you. Like I will show you where the database. So in the backend folder, we will have a date folder. It will contain all the database here. And when actually this is a recipe.db. Actually, it contains our Galaxy. Yeah, data. And actually, you can choose the name when you use the command generate service. Okay, so no need. Let's try this. So if we send this, okay. Okay, now it's sending this request to our server. Actually, this server is a Feather.js server, and it runs on localhost 3030 port. And now we can see it's not found, page not found. It means we have something wrong with that. So if I change it to recipe, okay, let's try this. Send feature request. Okay, now we get all the, data from our database. So in this way, we can test all the APIs, and we can also use this way to change the database. Like we will not use this get method. We can change it to post, and we can change to delete or something else. Okay, so actually this is a basic Feather's backend application for using REST APIs. I will, upload all of this to a GitHub repository, and but for the documentation part, I don't think I need. I have time now to build details for the documentation, but you can. But I will add some, basic notes here to let you to, follow. So if you have any questions, please just email me. And okay, this folder is client, and it contains all the folders and files for the front end. So at the beginning, we will create this folder, and it will be empty. And remember how we create a React application. We will use the command create React app with a name. So we can just name it client or something else. So since I've already done that, so I will not repeat this again. It will automatically generate all the packages and basic files that we needed to use in the React. So actually the folder structure would be like this, and all the things we need to focus on in the source folder. Okay, so let's see the package JSON file. So it will contains more things. Okay. So actually, after we just create a React application, we will not have so much dependencies here. So all these Feather client, local storage, REST, React, these three things, and Redux Saga, semantic UI React, and super agent. These actually these packages we need to manually add it to our application. So it means we need to use npm install like this Feathers client, and go on Feathers REST, and so on. So since I've already done that, so we will add all these packages to our application, and we will find it in the package JSON file, and we can see there's so many packages here. But after I upload them to the GitHub, and when you clone this repository, you do not need to repeat all these commands. So you just need to use this npm install save. No. Just use npm install. Yeah, because I've already make this package.json file for you, and you do not need to remember all the packages name. So you will just use npm install to install all the packages here, which already recorded in this file. So it will make your clone workable. Remember to use this command to install all the third-party packages. Okay, so the next thing, because we got a lot of things here, there's packages here, like we are using Redux which I told you last week to, quickly read the documentation for Redux. It actually, it's a concept to manage the state of our application. Yeah, and for Sagas, it's a middleware for the Redux. Because we are using a REST API, it means we need to use synchronized functions. So in that way, if we look back to our Redux documentation, I recommend you to read. You will find why we will use this kind of middleware to work with Redux to finish, to complete this kind of synchronized work. And the basic, JavaScript file is the index.js. Okay. So how to, so how to work on or to read this file? So we need to, know some basic things. The first thing is we've already talked about this import thing. It's actually a ES6 syntax. So it means it like to require or get some functions or libraries from another file. So this is the basic thing we need to use React. So import React from React. And other things like this, so like this one, import app from components app. It means we will create a file named app.js. Let's open that. Okay, it's here. And it will export here. Export this app. Actually, it's a module or function. So once we export it, we can use it in anywhere in our application. So it means in that way we can, make our project from a big one to, break it down to a separate, small component or small part. But remember, the starting point is the index.js. And there's something, okay, so because we are using React Router, so it will give us the ability to build a different page URL. So I think okay, for these things I do not have time to explain it here, but I highly recommend you to search React Router. Actually, I'll find the document for you. Okay, the concept behind it is easy to understand, and it's very easy to use. So please just following the documentation. So we can just use. Oops. Okay. So we just need to know the basic things and to find the configuration part. And also you can follow my work here to write routes for our, to use the React router. Yeah. A lot of things here, and okay. I will, I will instruct the, big part here. So in the source folder, we have actions folder, components folder, reducer folder, sagas folder, services folder. Okay, let me talk about it one by one. So action folder. So in this folder, we're using React. We are using Redux here. Yes, so it's actually, we can see it's export a lot of, functions. And we can see here, so actually each function will return an object. And this object will be, define action. So what is the action? It may be the user click on a button on the page, it will send an action. It's just what, like this function type is sign up requested. It means this function, this action would be dispatch this message, sign up requested. It means when the user click sign up button, it will send this action. And we define all the actions here in this folder and in this file, and for the reducers, so we can see the index in the index. Okay, this things, the combined reducers is actually like this reducer. It means when we get an action, so we need to choose what's the action, the result of the actions. So we use a switch, expression to, like if case my recipe fetch one, it means when we get this action, we need to return what? Return some data. And actually this one is for the state of application. So we can define all the reducers in this folder. And for the sagas, actually sagas is a middleware to use with reducer Redux. For these things, I will find some, another time to,
Steve, excuse me?
Yeah, sure.
Interrupt your train of thought here. I just wanted to make sure that the recording is good.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is. But could we end this at the next break point, and let me just test the recording?
Sure. Okay. So for sagas, for using sagas, I will find another time to introduce to you, because it's a little complex to understand. So it also will introduce the function, this kind of syntax. It's a generator function for synchronized functions. So okay, so let's take a break.
Okay, great, Steve. I'm gonna call you just shortly after I make sure I have this recording.
Okay.
Okay, great.